The year was 1978. In sunny San Francisco, George Lucas met Akira Kurosawa, both cinematic giants. Kurosawa, a legend, shared his Kagemusha screenplay, a tale of honor and deception in feudal Japan. Lucas, known for Star Wars, was captivated. He pledged to make Kurosawa's vision a reality, a silent promise to honor a master storyteller. Kurosawa's eyes sparkled with gratitude and hope. A bond formed between these kindred spirits, enriching the world of cinema. Welcome to Asia Obscura. Before we begin, please like, share, and subscribe for more obscure Asian stories. In this episode, we'll uncover how Akira Kurosawa's cinematic innovations transformed storytelling, camera work, and inspired filmmakers globally. So, there's this magical place called the Venice Film Festival, right? It's September 1951, and a film that had everyone talking makes its grand entrance. The film, Kurosawa's very own Rashomon. Can you imagine being a fly on the wall on that festival? You know, some Italian film aficionados sipping espresso thinking, what's all the fuss about this Japanese flick? But oh boy, were they in for a treat. Rashomon wins the Golden Lion, and the world takes notice. Kurosawa's storytelling wizardry was starting to cast its spell globally. Here's a fun fact. It was the first time Japan had a shining moment on the world cinema stage since World War II. But wait, it gets better. Hollywood, the land of big dreams and blockbuster films, wasn't immune to Kurosawa's charms. You see, some savvy Hollywood folks were taking notes. Remember a little space saga called Star Wars? George Lucas, the genius behind it, was a self-proclaimed Kurosawa disciple. Lucas had said that Kurosawa's films, especially The Hidden Fortress, inspired the narrative structure of that galaxy far, far away. Mind blown, right? What if Kurosawa's influence hadn't reached Lucas? I mean, would never have had Star Wars. And then all the things Star Wars influenced. Not to mention, Lucas helped get Kurosawa's project Kagemusha going. And that was when Kurosawa had trouble getting finances to produce his works. He might not have had the chance to make more movies. Crazy, right? And then there's Martin Scorsese, the mastermind behind classics like Goodfellas and The Irishman. He too bows to Kurosawa's mastery. What if Kurosawa hadn't crafted those timeless classics like Ikiru and Seven Samurai? Would Scorsese's movies be as great as they are? Would a lot of modern filmmakers? Directors today, knowingly or not, owe him a debt of gratitude. Now, what exactly did Kurosawa pioneer in cinema? Well, Kurosawa practically turned storytelling on its head with his non-linear narratives. You know how we sometimes scratch our heads over confusing plots? Well, Kurosawa gave us a taste of that confusion back in 1950 with Rashomon. Imagine watching the same event from multiple angles and everyone's got a different story to tell. That was it, right? It all traces back from Rashomon. Now let's talk about action. Kurosawa was a trailblazer in the art of using multiple cameras during those heart-pounding battle scenes. Think about Seven Samurai, swords clashing, warriors charging, and the cameras capturing it all from a different angle. The Avengers owe a lot to Seven Samurai. So does The Magnificent Seven, Predator, Star Wars. I could go on and on. Alright, let's zoom in, quite literally. Kurosawa was one of the first directors to embrace telephoto lenses. Those are the ones that bring characters' emotions right into focus. Close-ups, with an emotional punch, thanks to Kurosawa. It's like he said, why just tell a story when you can make the audience feel it? So if you've ever teared up during a character's close-up, Kurosawa's lens legacy is right there with you, tugging at your heartstrings. Get ready for some slow-mo drama. Kurosawa didn't just use slow motion, he mastered it. Remember Throne of Blood from 1957? Arrows flying, tension building, and every moment dripping with anticipation. But here's a what if for you. What if Kurosawa never popularized slow motion scenes in action movies? Can you imagine how The Matrix would have turned out? Neo dodging bullets at regular speed? Give me a break. Composition and framing, my friends. Kurosawa was the Picasso of cinematography. His partnership with cinematographer Kazuo Miyagawa resulted in some of the most iconic shots in film history. We're talking about precise framing that's practically a work of art. Fun fact, Kurosawa's obsession with detail even extended to the arrangement of objects on set. Every frame was like a carefully crafted painting. So if you've ever marveled at a beautifully framed shot, you've experienced Kurosawa's visual legacy. Did you know Kurosawa once said, "To be an artist means never to avert one's eyes." He was all about facing life head on, and that's what made his films so powerful. And there you have it, guys, the remarkable influence of Akira Kurosawa on contemporary cinema. Remember, Kurosawa's storytelling methods and camera wizardry are like fine wine. They only get better with time. Now it's your turn to embark on your Kurosawa cinematic journey. I'd recommend starting with his smaller scale stories like Yojimbo, Throne of Blood, Ikiru, Rashomon, then working your way up to his epics like Ran and Seven Samurai. But here's the deal, okay? Don't blame us if you become a Kurosawa fanatic. It's a cinematic rabbit hole you won't want to climb out of. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Asia Obscura. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have your own stories to share or topics you'd like us to explore, please comment below. Until next time, stay curious, stay passionate, and stay tuned.